Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Angels Always Win 444. So today we have a divine message for you, or daily divine message, whichever way you want to call it. I have cleansed my space, but I just wanted to burn. I'm not meant to. We're just not meant to burn more Palo Santo. That's what the universe is telling us. I did turn off my incense right now because it was getting really strong and it was making my throat kind of act up. So this message is going to be for Thursday, the 23rd of April. Even though it is dated, please know that it's a timeless read whenever you feel drawn to it. That is when you are meant to hear this message. The kind of, when I pre-drew the cards out, and the thing that's kind of really awesome and significant is when it came to Thursday, like so many cards fell out. The ones that are face up naturally, oh, they're all face up. Except for that one. There was just so many, and I think, I haven't looked at them, but I think it has to do because we have the new moon in Taurus tomorrow or tonight. I think it's gonna be a lot. Like it's a not a heavier message, it's just a bigger message, because the new moon in Taurus to me is the manifestation of our intentions in the 3D. So we have to focus on keeping it light and good, you know? Okay, so welcome back. I hope you guys are all having a beautiful Thursday. I'm trying to figure out a schedule of like a time to put these out and how I want to put them out, but I'm honestly just slap a stamp on it and give it to you guys because I feel like that's how these messages are. They don't need to be fancy for you guys. Let's do a really quick prayer. So, Holy Spirit, I invite the presence of loving spirit to bring help and healing here. May divine love bless, guide, and protect us and inform us. May pure inspiration and divine love guide this experience and bring wisdom to my heart, my mind, my soul. And may divine love and pure inspiration guide this experience for us, bringing wisdom to our hearts, minds, and souls, and bring blessings and guidance to all. I think I might have repeated myself in there. Someone needed to hear that twice. Dear God, my divine team, archangels, and masters, I call upon you now. Thank you for clearly guiding me and answering these questions. I ask that all my readings of these cards be accurate and specific and bring blessings to everyone involved, and help us to stay centered in our higher self so that we may all clearly see, hear, feel, and know the divine messages that wish to emerge through these readings. I ask that you stay by our side and you watch over us during this reading, ensuring only God's love and wisdom speak. Amen. So, everyone, deep breath. I feel like this is going to be a really, powerful message. Okay. Yep, okay. So, starting us off, we have 46, number 10. Spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. Okay. And then we have, so 10 is completion, you know. Also, when I'm holding these cards up, if you are watching the video and, you know, if it's playing in the background, that's fine. But if you're watching it, take a good look at the image, because I always say that because it'll subconsciously trigger. It'll be a subconscious little red flag. So your mind will be drawn to it, and it'll also kind of cultivate a message further down the road for you. Oh, I remember when I saw that picture, or oh, I remember seeing this somewhere. It'll trigger within you those healing thoughts, or whatever needs to come up to the surface. Pretty much when it's triggered by the image, it kind of floats up to the surface for you to address it or either get guidance from it. So this is a way for you to, it's almost like guiding yourself. So 26, number 8, new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. And this is beautiful because she's, catching that shooting star. And I think the beautiful part about it is with the, sorry guys, I'm sorry, let me just skip that. An ad, an interruption, someone doesn't want me to talk about this. Okay. So, what I was saying is with this one, how you're catching your, it's that wish fulfillment, like catching your wishes. And the thing that's crazy about that is if some of you have been manifesting new love into your life, this new moon in Taurus, I feel is going to be all about our intentions being manifested in the 3D for us. So it's that wish fulfillment. You know, if you've been doing positive affirmations, visualizations, that's calling in your soulmate. Like that's, or it's calling in your work prospects, how it talks about your work prospects. It's calling that in for you. Okay? And listen and talk to each other. This might be another individual. We'll see what other cards come out. This might be another individual, but it could also be just you. And especially with this heart, like, shaped lamp right here, it could be listening and talking with yourself, with your heart, with your higher self. Listen and talk. Welcome in that new love, that new abundance that wants to come in. It wants to manifest for us. Like, we deserve it. You know, it's a wonderful feeling thing. Okay, and then we have this is like a very love-based feeling reading. 25, or number 7, divine angels guidance. It says romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So there's the picture for you guys. I really feel like someone has like a new love coming in. That spend quality time together. So this, okay. So I'm getting 2 messages from this. I'm getting the spend quality time together. It's get in touch with yourself. Listen and talk to your higher self to call in that new love, to call in that new job, that new work prospect, those manifestations that you want to come into fruition. I think with this full moon tonight, you know, set your intentions up, or your new moon tonight. Set your intentions out there because the universe is ready to give them to you. Like if it's seen that you've been working, it's ready to give them to you. And for some of you, and the other message is for those who have, you know, they're trying to manifest new love. You are manifesting this true love. Like this feels like, ooh, like shit. Like you're, oh my gosh, and it's raining on you. She's catching one. Okay. She's catching 1 star, but it's like multiple are coming. So it's like by speaking to the universe, by setting your intentions out there, by having your strong thoughts, by keeping yourself strong when it's been hard for you, like you might think you just called in a new love, but like you may have called in a new job too, because you're vibrating at such a beautiful frequency. And so whenever I say that, it does, like, I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, well, I had a bad day yesterday, like I'm not vibrating there. Like it's your overall vibration. It's almost like the purity and the intention of your true thoughts. That's the vibrational frequency. I think to me, that's where that vibrational frequency is drawn from. Because even if, like, for example, if I'm having a bad day, anything I'm saying right now is just like being channeled. Even if I'm having a bad day, I know who I am at my heart. And I know that even though, and I could be hard on myself too and be like, well, I'm not at that frequency. I'm not going to match it. I'm not calling in my manifestations. Even if you are having a bad day, it is about who you are at your core, who you really are. Like the purity of your thoughts or your true intentions. That's your vibrational frequency. I think that's your overall frequency. Because even as I was saying, on my bad days, or what I consider bad moments, not bad days, I mean, we can have full-on bad days, but even during the moments I feel I'm at a lower vibrational frequency, I still attract like beautiful souls to me, or just like instantly, as soon as I talk to a stranger, it's like I'm instantly back like up here. I'm instantly back at like who I want to be, who I am. Like I'm like, it just, and even if I don't want to talk to them, kind of, you know, when we just want to withdraw into ourselves, like I almost feel like we're purposely sent people on those days because God's like, hey, like it's okay, but hey, get out of it. Like, hey, just come talk, you know. And I feel like those people like help get you out of those like stuck feelings. But overall, kind of forgot where I was going with this. But overall, oh, how you're drawing things in. Yeah, it's your overall vibration, I feel. It's what you keep working towards, what you keep wanting, what your true heart's desires are, you know? So let's keep going with this. I just felt like I really needed to share that with someone, that, yeah, you think you're calling just this one thing in from the universe, like, God, it's a romantic partner, you know, it's, I just want that romantic partner that's really going to match my frequency, match my level, meet my standards, treat me with respect, treat me as I know I should be treated, like, and make sure your self-worth is up there too, because otherwise you're going to call in a shitty person, you know. And as bad as that sounds, like, that's what you're putting out there. The kind of love you put out there to the universe is the kind of love you're almost going to like draw back in. Okay, so focus on your intentions, keep them high. It's a powerful day. And then we have unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So with this one, I'm getting that some of you may need to release past lives, past vows, past soul contracts, past soul patterns. And this is a great, with the new moon, it's a good time to release it and set an intention for this, for what you do want to happen, you know. Ooh, yeah, because you are the priestess. You're the high priestess. You are calling this all in, and it's asking you, how are you being called to step up and lead? So you're calling this in from divine. And now it's just asking you, like, how are you being called to step up and lead? What is it that you need to release from your past? What is it that you feel bound to? You know, what is it that feels like a karmic relationship? We just had that for yesterday, the 22nd. But it's asking you, like, what is it that you feel you need to release to help you step up and lead? Step into your power of just divine, like, she's orchestrating, like she is manifesting. She's got the glow in her hands. She's got the light in her hands. She is able to wield it. And I think with that one, it's just saying, like, unbind yourself. Ask Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, your angels. Ask them for guidance. Ask them to help you release any past life karmic vows or any past life contracts that are no longer, ask them to help you release past life contracts or vows that are hindering your growth in this lifetime, that are stopping you from reaching your goal, your purpose. Just to help you, you know, unbind yourself. And your angels can do that with you and for you. Just ask. Okay. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So, and again with this, it's the watering down, you know, it's the emotion. It's allowing love to come in. It's allowing love to come in, like right here, your new love. It's allowing you to call it in. It's allowing you to bring it into your situations right now as an intention, you know, the new moon in Aquarius there, but the new moon in Taurus for us. It's allowing love to come in for you, you know. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So this is actually kind of interesting because you have the new moon in Aquarius and then you have the full moon in Aquarius, and it's like allow love to come into the situation and like show the world the real you, like you flourish into, by letting love come in, it's giving you that confidence to flourish into who you are and having the confidence to be who you are. Show love to yourself too. Like, love yourself, because if you love yourself, it doesn't matter who sees you, what they say. You know your worth. You know you're the priestess. You know that you are a beautiful, divine being. And you respect yourself, and if you respect yourself, whatever anyone else says is irrelevant. No weapon forged against you shall prosper. That's what God says, right? or formed against you. He might say formed, not forged. But either way, any person that speaks ill of you, it was actually a speech I heard earlier today, any person who speaks ill of you or says deceptive lies or spreads deceptive lies about you, karma will get them. God will, if that's the type of energy they're putting out, they're going to get that right back. So that's for whoever needs that. Show the world the real you, because you are beautiful. You deserve to be seen. Okay? So balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So that's asking you to balance your spirituality and your practicality. I'll read the one for that one. And then we have beautiful new moon. A new start is coming. And we have the new moon in Taurus. So this is amazing. A new start is coming. A new start is coming. Oh, I get it. Okay. So you need to balance out your spirituality and your practicality. So balance out your daily life almost by asking, if you need something, ask for it. And be ready to receive it too, though. And by finding that balance between your spirituality and your practicality, like, what actions can I take to help balance this out? And then what prayers can I say to help balance this out? And who can I call in to help balance this out? Like, when you figure that out, the balance, I don't know why I'm doing the infinity sign. When you figure that out, we have this new start coming in, this new moon today. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. That's actually really exciting that came out. So we have a new start is coming, the new moon. How are you being called to step up and lead? Oh, and you know what? With this balancing spirituality and practicality right here too, it could have to do with unbinding yourself from past life relationships or in karmic vows and contracts and patterns that no longer serve you or are hindering your growth in this lifetime. And also ask that the contracts or patterns or vows or past lives, whatever, that any hindering connection be severed from here in all directions of time. I feel like that really helps cement that in all directions of time, that it may be unbound and cut and severed if it's hindering your growth. Supermoon. Emotions are running really high, or running high. Emotions are running high. And this comes with the new moon, I feel. So we had the supermoon was the full moon in Libra, which was on the 7th of April. So 2 weeks ago, roughly about 2 weeks ago. That was actually a supermoon. That was one of the supermoons. I think that was actually the brightest one. It was the pink moon of April. But yeah, emotions are running really high right now. And especially if you're bringing love into the situation and you're showing the world the real you, it may feel overwhelming. And especially if someone has a new love coming in, especially if someone has a new job prospect coming in, that might feel overwhelming or not overwhelming. That might just, I feel like this is an exciting brand new start. Well, it's a new start coming in, so it's that exciting energy of unbinding yourself. Look how this looks dark. Sorry, that might be glared, but this looks dark, but you're unbinding yourself to be this freaking high priestess, to step up and lead, to be a badass. That's your new start. That's who you are. That's who you're meant to be. And then lastly, we have whale or breach. So, let me see. So with this one, with the whales breaching, it's that moment, okay. It's that moment of, and only certain animals, only whales can do this, I think. Well, and dolphins. But it's that moment when a whale comes out of the water, above out of the water. So it's a whale leaving its natural home environment, which is below the surface. It's the water. That's its comfort. But occasionally it can hold its breath almost. And it's that's when it can go up above, and that's when you usually see them bay out their tummies, or you just see them jump up and they can flip. And I think orcas can do it. A lot of the whales can do it. But what this is talking about with that is when they come up out of the water, they come up out of like their comfort zone to explore a new world, and they're under a new sky. They're in a different, completely different like environment as far as like form goes. You know, it's water versus gas. So that's what whale and breach mean. But I think there might be an affirmation to it, so let me check. The whale breach. To me, this also, it's showing the world the real you. Like, it's you coming out of your comfort zone of maybe, you know, being in that darkness. And not darkness necessarily, but like in the comfort of your home. Or like you shelter your thoughts almost. Like you don't want to show people the real you. But like it's coming up to get a breath of like fresh air. It's coming up and exploring a new world. It's coming up and showing the world the real you. You know, like we can't see whales. Not, I mean, obviously we can, but like on the surface of the water, we can't see the whale. But if it comes up and shows us it's like, you know, the real whale, like we can see it if when it comes up above that water, out of that comfort zone. So let's read the meaning on the whale and breach, and then we'll check the moon out too. So let us see what it says for our whale. This came out on another reading too. If you guys find that any of this is resonating for you, please do like, comment, and subscribe if you feel called to. And remember, any lesson that you're going through could be a blessing for someone else, so do please share that. It could be guidance for someone else going through perhaps a dark time. Or if you feel you've done well, like manifesting for yourself, you know, give everyone else a hint. Give us all a hint of what helps you stay centered, what helps you feel better. Okay, so the whale, breach. Yeah, so it says he's taking a break from the ordinary earth element in which he lives to exist even for a few minutes and moments in the realm of blue skies and sun, having broken through the skin of the ocean in a magnificent display of fullness and strength. That is beautiful because it's like you showing the world the real you. Like it's like you're breaking through, you know how it says breaking through the skin of the ocean in a magnificent display of fullness and strength. It's you no longer being bound. It is you being a high priestess in your power, in your element. Like, oh, it's freaking badass. Let's see. What does it say? Let's see. Often, when we manage to change our environment to break through illusory, it's like an illusion, but illusory blockages. So you know what? Maybe it's almost like you might be keeping yourself bound by illusions, by fears, by things that it could be, like I said, those past life patterns, those contracts, those past lives, those karmic patterns that you have in your life right now. You could be keeping yourself bound, like, and it's an illusion, like it's a blockage for you. And it says, we experience an intense relief of, oh, sorry guys, I'm stuttering. My eye is itchy. It says, we experience an intense feeling of relief and can let go of any previously held fears and assumptions of what would happen once we did overcome that barrier. Whether it's material, emotional, or mental, simply getting away from the trance of technology for a few hours and spending that time in nature is a breach from the trappings of civilization that can suffocate us and prevent us from connecting to Earth. Oh, wow. Especially right now with a lot of us being stuck indoors. You know, get outside. Get yourself outside. You have time. And just take a mental break. Connect with Gaia. Connect to the earth. Lay in the grass. Take some time, you know, away from feeling trapped. Especially in a world where you're like, oh, I'm stuck inside. Or, oh, my phone's just a fucking little prison box. Like, just reading it, like, what you see mentally just traps you. Like, the fear, negative comments, comparison to other lives, like, all of that just, it shuts you down. So, you know, go outside. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your usual environment right now. Go outside. I keep saying that. But seriously, go outside. It says, it is time to take a break. Not just a coffee break, but a respite from the usual environment you find yourself in. That trip you wanted to take, go for it. Okay, we can't do that right now. But tired of being indoors? Make it a point to get outside. You have become so attached to your surroundings that you have created within them an illusion of safety. Yet, it is not these things that make you feel safe. Rather, the familiarity you have imbued in your surroundings have generated this false sense of security. Taking time away from the familiar is literally about changing your external environment in a significant way, such as doing something unusual or perhaps something you have always wanted to experience. Another perspective is breaking through a barrier of beliefs that have constricted you in any way from being who you truly are. This is your opportunity to do some intentional breaching of these thought patterns, which will open you to different worlds and perspectives. Wow. So, I hope this really resonated with someone. Yeah, I feel like it really spoke for itself. Like, unbind yourself. Unbind yourself from anything that's hindering your growth. A new start is coming. Your emotions are running high. This is a supermoon. This is like powerful ass stuff. And like bringing love into the situation, it's funny because it's under all of the ones that want to come in. That spending quality time together, listen and talk to each other, like listen to what someone else has to say to you. Welcome in that new love that's coming in. Welcome in that new job that wants to come in. Welcome in that spiritual growth that wants to come in. And then lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. For the self-love, that could be it, you know. That could be you learning, like, if you're independent, like, spoil yourself. Take care of yourself. Lavish yourself. Love yourself. Look in the mirror and talk yourself up. Look in the mirror and be like, I am free. I am cutting away all things that are hindering my growth, all things that are blocking me, all illusions. I am releasing illusions. Like, I have a badass divine spirit, badass army of angels watching out for me. I release that shit. That is all cut the fuck up. Because I am being called to step up and lead somewhere, and this happens by just showing the world the real you. By being who you really are. Like, and this is like before the fear, before the illusions, before the cynicism, before the anger, before the bitterness. By showing the world that person, you are balancing your spirituality and your practicality. Like, you are showing the world how to come back, how to bring yourself back to like a balanced, like fresh start, that fresh start moment. You get to move forward with that. This is an amazing message. I hope you guys all have a beautiful new moon in Taurus. And I will speak to you guys tomorrow, and I think that reading has a lot of cards too. Whew. So, yeah. I think you guys are going to do badass, wonderful fucking things. Like, just beautiful things for this world. Okay? So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed your message for the day. Please feel free to comment if you like this reading style, or if you would rather I draw them out on camera. It depends, you know, how I feel. I actually have not seen the ones. I drew them out, but I hadn't seen them. So it's like the influx of energy is so fresh. So I find this works. We will keep doing it like this for now, okay? I hope you guys all have a beautiful, wonderful day, and do something, you know, go outside. Do something that helps you. It makes you feel good. Okay? So, on that note, I will see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.